Your workplace has become dog friendly. So what does this mean for the whole office? It means that we need to do a little bit of education about having dogs at work. So the first thing that you need to know is that dogs are not robots, they are animals. So this means occasionally they might make a noise here or there. The good news is the handler teams have spent the last 4 weeks learning techniques to help reduce the occurrence of unwanted noise. They've also learned what it means to be a good handler team with their dog, from grooming to reduce dander to picking up after their dogs, as well as how to set them up for success in the office. The dogs have learned how to go in and settle and be quiet in the office environment. One question we frequently get when we allow dogs in the office is, can I just go pet a dog? The reality is some dogs do not enjoy being petted, and that is okay. It doesn't mean that they're not a great workplace dog. It just means that they don't want to be petted. So here are some ground rules for petting dogs of those that want to be petted. We want to look at their body language. We want a dog that's loose and wiggly. We always want to ask for permission. And when we do, we want to ask the owner where the dog should be petted. Oftentimes, the chest is the best place. We also want to wash our hands before and after the interaction. We also want to follow the 3-second rule. So that means you pet the dog for 3 seconds, remove your hand. If they stay there, they still want to interact with you. If they shift their weight back or move away, it means they are done with the interaction, which means you should be done too. And then lastly, we want to make sure the dog comes to us. So we want to keep our hands at our side and let them come smell something like our leg or foot, depending upon the size of the dog. We do not, however, want to put our hand out for them to smell. Other ways that you can help set the dog teams up for success in your office are, instead of knocking, which is most likely going to elicit a bark, is to text or email before stopping by someone's office. So that way they can have their door open and they can be expecting you. Also, a big thing that you can do is ignore the dogs. And what I mean by that is not to make eye contact with them or talk to them, kind of pretend like they're not there. And that's going to help them from becoming excited and potentially making a vocalization because they're excited that you're interacting with them. So when we do interact, we want it to be calm. I've also included a link for another YouTube video on here, not one that I created, but it is fabulous if you want to learn more about dog body language. If you have questions that are specific to your company and their policies around having dogs in the office, please do not hesitate to reach out. My email is tenaciousdogtraining@gmail.com. Otherwise, you can also get a hold of me on my contact form at tenaciousdogtraining.com. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.